There's a dead bird on the roof. Poor thing, by the looks of it, has fallen from the top, not a window crash. So that's another one for the Undertaker, a little job. Standard form, simple version. Bits of wood on top to make sure there's no digging around happening. A couple of plants and a little rock on top, that'll do. Those were 3 Kenikirs, a type of native cosmos growing here, edible, medicinal. Good plant. Deaths, whether big or small, tend to make me a bit nostalgic and philosophical. And have you got the ancient teachings as well? Jatasya hidruvam rityur dhruvam janmam ritasya ja. For the one born, death is certain, and for the one dead, birth is certain. And on it goes, tasmat apariharyarthe natvang sochitung arhasi. On matters that are unavoidable, such as birth and death, they are not worthy of our lamentation. Mind you, it's not a matter of bypassery. Whatever emotions that arise, they need to be dealt with. And there are natural bonds, tethers, between us and all other living beings, humans, animals alike. And when these bonds are broken, they impact us on different levels of our being. Absence, release, transition, adaptation, we process these in sadness and in grief. But the sort of soul scale wailing and howling that we often see, it does beg the question, what are you actually lamenting? Are you lamenting for the departed, or are you lamenting for yourself? When my father passed away, I was near 17, already a resident of the ashram, roaming in my budding transcendence. Remember the memorial speech I gave at his funeral, quoting, "For whom the bell tolls. It does not toll for the deceased no longer hears. It tolls for all of you to wake up, consider the nature of life." How solemn from the young whippersnapper, but it was basically a very valid delivery. Some of the elder monks told me, a youngster apparently unaffected to the standard form, that it's okay to feel feelings, it's not necessary to cancel it all out with your transcendence. But I wasn't really cancelling out. I was digesting it all in my own terms, and I sure as hell wasn't going to put up appearances of sadness to match the standard form before others. Raw, pure, clear emotions and their momentum, it's quite different from the emotions muddled by our subjective framings and projections. When that little heart of ours becomes the center of the universe, then the passing away of another reflects on our own uncertainty, fear of death. Insisting on permanence in a world where all things must pass, we curse and we lament the unfairness of nature's ways. But nature is fine. God is fine. The problem is with your framing and your attitude. We are entitled to nothing at all. For those of us born, that's most of us really, entitled to nothing but death in the end. For those of us treasuring life, each new breath a moment of gratitude. And for those of us indifferent to life and death, each passing moment but a passing moment, and each breath just a breath. And those of us who have faced death, met death face to face, who live to tell, who remember, reality has shifted. There's a certain sobriety, clarity, and peace in the face of an ever-changing world, unfazed by the comings and goings, the inevitable passings of reality. Then how much less are we faced by the coming and going of illusions? And truly, only in recognizing and welcoming the inevitable terminal of all things do we find freedom and peace in this life of ours. This little life of ours, here today, gone tomorrow, never quite the same.